I really just love the idea, the solitude of a fire lookout. It kind of brings on like an introspectiveness. I came across a blog post that had this fire lookout and it said it was for sale. And then I saw that it was in Idaho, and then I really started freaking out because that's where I live. I like snatched it up. Hi, my name is Christy Wolf and I am the owner and builder of Crystal Peak Lookout. Crystal Peak Lookout is an old fire lookout that was moved onto private property in 1983. It's in the middle of a really diverse forest in the Idaho Panhandle. It sits atop a 2-flight staircase around 25 feet high. We have a little kitchenette, 1 queen bed. There's a fireplace in the lookout as well as a fire pit outside. We have a wood-fired sauna. There's axe throwing. The fire lookout is pretty remote. Getting here is a little crazy because there's no cell service for about an hour out, so we have guests download the directions, and then the road isn't so bad. It's about a 4-mile dirt road, but once you get to the driveway, it's pretty hairy. But as we like to say, rough roads lead to beautiful destinations. I think guests are really excited to come in through the trap door and check things out. Typically, when you visit a Forest Service cabin, it's going to be really bare bones. Our lookout is a little different, that it is an Airbnb that people stay for a few days. So we have all the linens, a really comfy bed, everything you're going to need for your stay. And then there's also little special touches we hope that people will discover throughout their stay. We have a trail mix bar, so people can mix and match their trail mix. We have some custom Crystal Peak stickers. We have a weather log for people to keep track of their stay and kind of pretend to be a fire lookout ranger. Waking up here is amazing. You have 360-degree views. It's probably not quite as roughing it as you would expect. We have great local coffee that is in an antique grinder, so they actually will grind their coffee beans. Everything is very utilitarian, so everything you do here, you're gonna have to use your hands. We have a pulley system to help bring up luggage. When I do a build, I will listen to audiobooks.
Great fireman and a fine man, Benoit.
So I listen to like a lot of wilderness books as well as books by Idaho authors, and a lot of those are in our library here. In your typical fire lookout, there is a round map in the center of the room for spotting fires. I made a drop leaf table and had a custom map done there. The lookout was designed with couples in mind. Instead of fresh flowers, which we would normally have, I have a package of kindling, and on the back we have a prompt to write down their intention for their stay, and then they make their first fire with it. There's also couple games where you can ask your partner questions. There's lots of things like that sprinkled throughout everything. They're gonna be out here and they're kind of stuck out here. So I really wanted there to be things to do. And that's when the sauna idea was born, which was made from an old woodshed. Luckily, we were able to save it and make that into a whole nother experience. So there's a sauna, there's a fire pit, and there's also axe throwing down there. Most people that are coming here really enjoy the outdoors, but they might live in a more urban setting. So this gives you the opportunity to just unplug for a couple days. I always think remodeling an existing structure is better than building new. I think it's important every once in a while to disconnect, to recalibrate your life, to spend some time being quiet and reflective. I think that everybody needs that reboot, and we don't always get it. I know that when I travel, I am looking for the experience. I usually will hunt down a place I want to stay, a house, and then plan my trip accordingly to where it's located. That might be backwards, but I think a lot of my guests do the same thing. That's my target audience, is young, adventurous couples that want an experience, not just a place to stay.